Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenganjero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time, we have a man on board. The man is looking for a woman, and when we have a woman, the woman is looking for a man. Today, we are having a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost if you're new to the show. Subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contact of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is John Ngatia, a 67-year-old man who is single and searching. Our guest is actually in the United States of America, and he's in a place called Michigan. He is 67 years and he has lived in the US for the last 25 years. At the age of 67, you could be asking yourself, why is Ngatia single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? What culminated to his singlehood? Does he have children? Where does he reside? And questions like that. The moment we attempt to answer those questions, that is the moment you develop interest or lack of it. So originally, Mr. John Ngatia comes from Gatondo and from an area called Ikino. So he comes from Gatondo constituency and Ikino area. He has been widowed since the year 2010, so he is a widower. A widower is a man who lost his wife through death. So they buried his wife, and the burial happened in Ikino area in an event that happened in the year 2010, the month of August. So, Mr. Ngatia has been in the US together with his wife and two children for the last 25 years. But in 2010, the wife became past tense, and that is the norm of life because at some point or another, people get to go. Now, he is in the transport industry, and he has established a business in trucking and deliveries. He has not mentioned the specific company he's working with, but that is what he's doing for a living. At the same time, he's an investor in Kamango area in Kikuyu constituency, Kiambu County. So he's also an investor. If you're looking for a man who is stable, maybe a man who has organized himself properly, a man who alternates between Kenya and the United States, then this is the man. So they have the ancestral land in Ikino area, Gatondo constituency, but he has also bought and built a home in Ikino area where he has rental houses. That is what he does. So he has rental apartments. He's saying that if he can get a woman who is from 45 years and above, a woman who has children, a woman who is serious about the things of family, then maybe they can discuss business. That woman can either be in Kenya or in the United States, provided she is one, divorced, number two, divorced, number one is divorced officially, number two, widowed, or a woman who has never been married. Otherwise, a woman who is sharing custody of children with the ex-husband is a no-go zone for him because he believes that they have unfinished business. At the same time, he would want to support, in quotes, somebody who is not having a husband. He says that you cannot have two husbands at the same time. You cannot eat your cake and have it. So he considers that somebody who is still sharing custody of children to be somebody who is married. So for him, that person cannot be so lucky to have two husbands when there is somebody who does not have a husband at all. There are even women who are watching this video and they have probably never been married. They have never attempted marriage for the very first time, and that's it. So he says that he had a very fruitful and joyful marriage, a marriage that he enjoyed to the fullest until his wife was taken by breast cancer. So we are hoping that he gets a good match. It doesn't necessarily mean the woman has to be in Kenya or in the United States. However, if that woman is in the US, it doesn't also have to be in Michigan. Okay? So if you're in the US, in whatever state, I know there are states that are even 9 hours ahead, others are 7 hours apart. You have to take a 7 hour flight to get to a certain state. Okay? There are even countries in Africa where you go and reach there faster before somebody who is in the US, who boarded the plane at the same time with you, gets to a different state within the United States of America. Understand? So, distance notwithstanding, what he's doing is an interview to choose a wife. And you see, if God blesses you with 100 years, I've said that a million times, haven't I? That if God blesses you with 100 years and you're 67, like Mr. John Ngatia, then you have another 33 years. And people who have lived for 33 years on the planet know that it is such a long, long, long time. Some of you have memories since they were 5, 4. I know people who have memories since they were 3, 4, 5. The average kid has memories of 4, 5 years old. Okay, so if you add that to another 29, then you realize that you have a long, long way to go. Some people are watching me and maybe they were married for a year, two, whatever happened, happened. Do you condemn yourself? You don't. You shake yourself off the dust and move on like nothing happened. He's looking for a woman who is a devoted Christian because he is also a born again devoted Christian. He's a member of the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, PCEA Church. Good thing about the PCEA Church is that they have roots everywhere. You go to the US, they have so many churches. I have so many friends who come from the US PCA churches. Like I have friends in PCA Neema, PCA Imani. Those are churches in Boston, Massachusetts. So, and they're still in the United States. So the church is not limited to Africa. The Presbyterian Church of East Africa, it's not limited to Africa. So he's a member of the PCA church and he is single and searching. He's looking for somebody who is not looking for help. You know, there are people who are not even aware of what they are looking for. If you look at a relationship from the angle of help, you're not looking for marriage, you're looking for aid. And that is why I said only settled people can get married. Settled financially, settled emotionally, and settled from matters to do with your physical spectrum. For instance, if you have an underlying medical condition, I'm not barring you from getting loved, but it is good to heal fast, especially when that medical condition is an ailment that is draining both financially and emotionally. Once you're good, you will be good to the other person because you know it is always good to give out the very best of yourself to the other person. Are we together? Yeah. So he says that he would prefer a woman, and that woman does not necessarily have to come from the Gema community because he's a Kikuyu man from Gatundu. But the woman does not have to necessarily come from the gamer community. She can come from a different tribe. However, she has to be a Christian. If you're of a different religion or you don't believe in the things of God, you don't believe in the Almighty, then there is no need of you calling him because that will be a dead shot. Are we together? I'm wishing him well. I hope he gets a good match. Every year he visits, he has been in the US for the last 25 years. He does not live with his children because now a man who is 67, the children are all grown. You know that. So he's not living with his children, and I'm wishing him well. I hope he can get a good match from our show. And you know that on this program, we give people an opportunity, irrespective of their age, irrespective of where they are coming from. So if you want to be posted just like him, if you want to be connected, you can get in touch with us on 0712 997 660. But his contacts will be posted on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Check whether you've subscribed. Let me know where you're watching us from. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.